Hi, this is BB. Something I've noticed, and I don't know if you will notice it too. If your particular stalker or hacker or um, gang stalker, whatever, your particular perpetrator for whatever reason. Every time I go to the bathroom, as soon as I'm done, I smell this gas really, really strong. And thing to note, when I go to the bathroom, it kind of it has this burnt tire smell, like burnt tire, like burnt rubber. I call it tire because I associate tire with rubber. And like people burn rubber and it burns for a long time and it has that smell, that acrid smell. That's what it smells like burn. It's not overpowering, but it does the scent. Like there's some gas to it, and I don't know. I'm always inhaling something. There's always something that catches in my throat. That wasn't it. I was just burping. There was always something that is catching in my throat. So I don't know. But as soon as I'm finished and I come back out here, as soon as I'm done, I can. This is just it pours down on me and the cat. It pours down on me and the cat. Now I don't know if it's because she's hurrying to replenish. Now, why again would she do this? What is so fascinating? Since I've eliminated one thing, I am not a threat to this woman. If they stole something from me, I had no idea. It's almost like she wanted me to start looking for things in my past to justify what she was doing and what she was planning to do to this length of time. That is what's happening now. She wanted to justify it. You see, it's kind of hard to do something to someone. Well, I'll pick John Doe or Jane Doe, unless you're a real gang member and you just shoot somebody at random to be initiated into a gang. And even so, there's a reason why you're shooting this random person. I'm not condoning it. I'm just looking at their why. It's not, well, they have a gun, they're excited, let me just shoot somebody for the hell of it. They're trying to get initiated into a gang, which they think will give them some sort of protection. Because that gang mentality is what protects them. They feel they cover for each other, they're, whatever. They feel secure within this gang. So when it comes to her, like she had to force me to look back in my past. So if they did steal those stamps or they stole something from me or they did something to me, it's like she had to make me look back just for the sole purpose of justifying what she had done, what she was doing, and what she's continuing to do to this day. I don't see any other way around it. But I have spoken to the cyber.gov. I've been to the police. I've spoken to FBI agents. Not personally, but I have contacted them. And nobody's doing anything. And it's highly unlikely whether they're going to do anything. So even to this extent, because I'm looking at this as realistically as I possibly can. Even she, in all her cunning, whatever you want to call cunning and smart and intelligence that she has, she cannot, with a straight fucking face, ever look at anybody in the eye and say that this woman was ever a threat to her here. To her and her posse, her boyfriend and family, whoever is involved in it. Friends, family members, whoever. I don't know. But my thing is, she can never ever say that with any type of sincerity. I mean, this would be too obvious. She can never look at anyone and say, the reason she did this to me and she's continuing to do this to me is because she feels I'm a threat. No. She relentlessly hacks me. Did I tell you my neighbor upstairs, when she's talking to me on the phone gets hot. She's like, "This, I gotta hang up because the phone is gonna burn my face off." That's a sign of hacking, as you all know. Didn't happen before. when she's talking to me, it happens. Because she wants to cut short the conversation. Think of all the EMF radiation coming out of that phone. It's amplified. Causing your cells to die off, causing cancer, causing leukemia, causing diseases. She doesn't care. She just wants the conversation to end. She's causing enmity with me and everyone. She's trying to create rifts and separation. I'm like her pet. So her pet must be completely secluded from any outside influence. Any support system must be cut off at the knees. She must separate me from any support system. This is what she seeks to do. I don't know in your particular case what's happening, but if you look at the patterns, always look at patterns, you will see. They cut us off from support systems. They cut us off from people who would believe us. Now she lives right here. The chances are if the chlorine is smelling very strong and she just wanders down her stairs and she doesn't notice, and I just say, here, come here, smell this, the chances are she can smell it and say, whoa, what is that? It's chlorine. Where's it coming from? Where's it coming from? Or vinegar or something. Or this gaseous substance that's 24 hours a day I'm inhaling. I don't know what it is. I felt like I've died a few times in my life. Maybe if this is what you call live streaming, broadcasting, whatever, that's probably one of the things. People want to experience what it is to when you're electrocuting someone without they themselves being electrocuted, or experiencing when you're being gassed to death, or experience what it is to be I don't know, but I just don't know. I guess she chose me. One of the reasons why she chose me was because I'm alone. I lived alone, and my family, all my relatives are far away from me, one end of the country to the other. Some of them are in another country. I didn't have anybody that's close to me, and I'm kind of a loner. You see it now, I'm dizzy. Sorry. It happens. I get dizzy because it gets so strong that I get dizzy. It's happening a lot that I get dizzy. Because this is no fun. This is no fun. And I rant and I rave in here. But anybody who want to judge me on that, I'm going to tell you, before you judge me, just for 1 week, come and stay here. Let her do this to you for 1 week. But she got to do to you what she's doing to me all the time. And let me see how you're going to react to it. Before you judge me, walk in my shoes. Don't be somewhere else. You need to bring your ass here, sit here, and physically take it and tell me how you're going to react to it. Otherwise, don't fucking judge me. Ever. 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 And that goes for all the people out there who this is happening to but are afraid to say something. Because a lot of people are probably afraid because they'll get bashed even more by these people. Not by these ones primarily, but not a group, another set, doing the same fucking shit, whatever the fuck it is. The thing is, when you look at this, right? When you look at this, I'm looking at how all this comes together. Every time I go to the bathroom, I come out, I smell this. And it smells like burnt. It smells like burnt tire. Not the gas. This doesn't have an odor, but you know you're inhaling some kind of gas. It's all here. All it's hurting. It's hurting me. It's hurting. It just hurts. Like all the muscles are hurting. They're contracting to it. It's hardening. This woman is shaving years off my life. She's shaving years off my life. Now, one of the things, like I said, shortly after she moved in to where I lived, I had an abscess under my right breast. I don't know how it just happened. It was itching like a bullock, and then it just got harder and harder. And I thought I'm the kind of person who just ignores and it'll go away, but this one didn't go away. Became painful, but it wasn't protruding. It was more internal. So it became so painful that I said, you know what, I have to go to the doctor. So I just decided to go. I thought, they were going to pop it. I was going to scream a little, bleed out, the pus would come out, put a bandage on it and send me home. It didn't happen that way. If they could have operated immediately, it was his day off, the surgeon, and he had to come in. Because it was so close to my heart. They had to put me on an antibiotic regimen until the next morning when they operated on it. And he kept finding bags of pus in it. Like the whole area, it was so deep. He kept finding bags of pus. Bags of pus, pockets of pus. Not pus, what is this? Inflammation. Inflammation, that's what pus is, right? Pockets of inflammation. Now, one of the side effects of of whatever these people are doing is inflammation. One of the side effects of COVID also is inflammation in the lungs. But what they're doing with this radiation is inflammation. Inflammation. So when you look at this, what they're doing, right, is I'm wondering, when I came home, I had to get a nurse come home to help me to pack it because I couldn't see where it was. It was under my breast, and I had to be lying down to do it. Besides, it hurt like hell. So she came home and she did it. She did it like 2 or 3 times. She came home. And this was shortly after the same person that I keep referring to as she and her. She moved in where I lived. This was just like a month or 2 after. It happened almost immediately. I wasn't talking to her again like this. I wasn't talking to her at all. I mean, I know she'd moved in there, but I wasn't talking to her at all. I know, the landlord introduced me to her. With that being said, I'm wondering if these people can spray stuff, right? Can they not spray stuff to make you just sleep? Of course they can. What if somebody came and they just popped something in there? They put something in there and then the flesh covered it over. Since I never, she came like 2 or 3 times and the hole was still there, I said, it's okay, it's not hurting anymore. You don't need to come anymore. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. I didn't even pack it anymore because it wasn't hurting, It was fine. What if there's a possibility? I'm not sure because I don't know. What if they put something in there? And the flesh so it's in my flesh. I don't know. The only way I would know is I didn't think about this all the time when before I realized I was being hacked when I had money, because nothing. This was 2017. Nothing like this ever came up. When I could have afforded it to run these tests, not a one goddamn thing came up. Nothing came up. So, now the things are coming up, but I don't have any money to run the test. Look, I'm supposed to do an MRI thing for my head at $350. I'm trying to scrunch that together. I'm trying to scrounge it together, but part of me is dreading it because I know it'll hurt. If they've done something to me, I'm afraid to really go in there. There's a fear. I'm trying to put it off because there's a subconscious fear. What if there is something and it just pops my fucking head like a fucking piñata? I don't know, because what the hell is this? Okay, she's using technology. All right. Sound waves. All right. How am I hearing her all the time? What's all this spraying stuff? And what's affecting me that every time we go to the bathroom, it's a lot of problems? What is it? Me and the cat. The cat's looking up there all the time. What is it? What is she using? Because if it's just something that why am I not hearing other people's voices? Why only her? Why am I not hearing other people's voices? Are they pretending to be her? Am I talking to other people pretending to be her? I don't understand. I don't understand it. Look, it's winter and I have to leave like my window open this much. I don't have a choice because I have to have some airflow in here. Otherwise, I would pass out. Nobody, even if I was a criminal, I don't have to live like this. Even if I was a criminal, for me, the highest criminal would be a pedophile or a rapist. Because to be a pedophile involves children. Children are defenseless. They can't fight back. And only somebody who is a complete and colossal, gigantic coward would do that. That's a child. They can't fight back. Come on, man. They can't fight back. A grown-ass woman is one thing. She can fight back, and she will probably fight you back. But, that's horrible enough. But when you come to children, that's a different story. They can't fight back. They're fucking cowards. I'm just saying, even if I was a criminal or even a pedophile out there, you can't do this to them. See, if I really was a criminal, they couldn't do this to me because I would have been within my rights to have the police come and look around. Because I could have simply say, you know what? I'm being targeted for a reason. What am I going to say? I don't know what to say. I don't have a criminal background. I'm not a pedophile. I'm not a rapist. I'm not a robber. I'm not a gang stalker. What can I possibly do? The only thing I could say, what racism? Because sometimes I wonder if this is partially racially motivated. Because where we lived, I was the only person of a different race in the neighborhood and in the close vicinity where we lived. I was the only person of another race. So I don't know if that had a factor to do anything with it. I was the only gay person I knew there as well. That again, I don't know if that has a factor in it. I'm hoping not, but I don't know. I don't know. But I'm not going to go out and say that's the case. I don't know. This seems like mild to compare to what. There's nothing can justify this. Is what my brain is telling me. Nothing can justify this behavior. But then again, like I said, she had me go look back in my past for all these things because she has to make her to justify what she's done. Well, she looked back. I didn't look back until after June of 2020, after I moved out to get on with my life and leave all that junk behind in the yard. What was going on? I felt uneasy. I was becoming paranoid for some reason, and I just left. Hey, it's a free country. You don't like what's being served at the table, you fucking get up and leave. It ain't a big deal. You could say, well, I let myself be bullied out of my house. Okay, that's my prerogative. That's my right to let myself be bullied. Ain't your problem. I moved out. Let it be. It followed me. The problem followed me. Then I started looking back into my own life to see what the fuck could be causing this. Then I found out the stamps are missing and everything that was in the vicinity is also missing. And they potentially could be worth millions of dollars. That's one way. I mean, I'm just saying this because I'm looking at ways that she might find to justify where she feels I'm a threat. How in the fuck They started attacking me before I even started looking back. There is no way in hell she can ever say I was a threat. No way in fucking hell. No way. This is all lame as shit, all of it. Flimsy as fucking paper. As crepe paper, it's flimsy as crepe paper. Or whatever, in my mind, whatever, they put them in kites in my country. Those really thin paper, they bleed when you put the water on them. It's flimsy as shit. There's nothing here that can justify this. Nothing. Nothing in the world that can justify this. Nothing. Except this woman just, the only thing is there's got to be money somewhere with my name on it, or some money waiting for me somewhere that's is in some trust fund or something for me, and I have to get it. And they want it, or maybe they've already gotten it. And maybe people are questioning, where the fuck did the money go? So they have to kill me. Again, I know one thing, is either they've already stolen money, or they're waiting to get the money upon my demise, which I think might be what it is. I think the latter is what's actually more plausible in this situation. The latter is what's more plausible. The latter is what's more plausible. These are professional con men and women. Professional, and now they've upgraded to murder. They will kill you to be millionaires. They will kill us to be millionaires. They have no qualms about it. These are die-hard murderers now. They are the convicts. They are the ones who are bad. They are the ones who should be in jail. Not us. We should not be going through this. That's me and you. For whatever reason they're doing this, we should not be going through this. Therefore, I always say, if somebody's watching this, if they're live streaming it, please go to your fucking FBI. Just do something for me. Do me a solid. Do me a solid. If you want money, if they give me a compensation, I will, right there, I will make the check out back to you. But put a stop to this. Just put a stop to it, please.